Hello everyone, my name is Tasmia Saza Siddiqui. I am from Group 306A from Andijan State Medical University. So my topic is Cushing syndrome. It is also known as hypercortisolism. It is a hormonal disorder caused by the prolonged exposure to elevated level of cortisol. It is a steroid hormone produced by the adrenal gland, and it can result from various underlying causes including tumors, medication and other health conditions. So causes are basically two types, endogenous and exogenous. So in endogenous we have the pituitary adenoma, adrenal tumors, ectopic ACTH syndrome. So in pituitary adenoma, it is a benign tumor in the pituitary gland that secretes the excessive ACTH, which stimulate the cortisol production from the adrenal glands. Then second we have the adrenal tumors. It is benign or the malignant tumor in the adrenal gland, and it also produces cortisol of ACTH. Then we have the ectopic ACTH. It is a certain tumor outside the pituitary gland. It is often found in the lungs, and it also produces ACTH, which lead to the excessive cortisol production. Second, we have the exogenous Cushing syndrome. It is also caused by the prolonged use of corticosteroid medication. Like there can be conditions such as asthma, rheumatic arthritis, or other inflammatory diseases also. Then we go for the symptoms. So in symptoms there can be basically the weight gain because of the weight gain will be particularly around the abdominal and the face, like there will be moon-like face. Also we can see the fat redistribution. There will be increased fat distribution in the upper back of the body, and also sometimes there can be in face also. Then we have skin changes like thinning of skin, easy bruising, and also we can see purple or pink stretch marks. Then we have the muscle weakness, like there will be proximal muscle weakness affecting daily activities of the patient. Then we have the bone changes also, and sometimes we can in human we can see irregular periods, or they can be also amenorrhea in the men. Then we can also see decreased libido or erectile dysfunction also. Then there can be also hypertension seen like high blood pressure. Sometimes there can be also psychological symptoms like mood swing, depression, anxiety, or other things. Then we are going for the diagnosis. In diagnosis, first we will see the clinical evaluation of the patient, like we will see the medical history and the physical examination focusing on the signs and symptoms. Then we have the laboratory test, like there can be measuring cortisol levels in the body, and also we can collect the urine samples also for 24 hours. Then also we can see late night salivary cortisol test also is there. Third, we have the imaging studies, like we can also see MRI of the pituitary gland. Also we can perform the CT or MRI of the adrenal gland also. Then basically there can be treatments. There can be surgical treatment in which we can do the pituitary surgery. Then we can also have tumor resection also. Then there is medication. We can also prescribe the patient some medication. We can also give adrenergic agent also for the patient. Also we can prescribe the patient for lifestyle modification also. Then we can also give the radiation therapy to the patient. Thank you.